The glory that you have given me, I have given to them, that they may be one, even as we are one. I and them, and you and me. Here it is. That they may become perfectly one, so that the world may know that you sent me and love them even as you loved me. I want us to consider tonight and for the next few weeks the walls within the church, walls that divide us, barriers that hinder fellowship and united worship. We're either building walls, hiding behind walls, ignoring existing walls, or tearing down walls in the church. All of us in here fit into one of those four categories in one shape or another, one form or another. My question as we begin, where do you fall? Racial reconciliation is a conversation, not a concept. It's a conversation, not a strategy. The issues in your marriage, a heart issue. Issues between mom and dad, a heart issue. Issues with obedience, a heart issue. Issues with submission, a heart issue. Everything is a heart issue, including racial reconciliation in the church. It's a conversation. You know, one of the reasons why we need to talk about this thing is people think everything's okay. We think that everything is great. Everything is wonderful. It's like Rodney King, God rest his soul. Let's all just get along. But you have a group of people that have heard for decades, or that have been oppressed for decades, with this to validate the oppression. And I believe if one person's hurting, then all are hurting. So if one culture or one race is hurting, the entire country is actually hurting. Reconciliation is a conversation. Diversity is not reconciliation. Let me say it again. I don't want us to be fooled that diversity alone is racial reconciliation. But this buzzword around universally around the country is diversity. That's the buzzword. That's the new thing. So we got to be careful that we don't think that diversity in and of itself is racial reconciliation. We learn to tolerate for the sake of diversity. Dr. King said in the 60s, the most segregated hour of the week is on Sunday morning. Guess what? In 2014, the most segregated hour of the week is on Sunday morning in America. How far have we really come as one church? Reconciliation suggests that there was an offense. You can have diversity and never deal with the offense, because we can learn to tolerate one another as long as we don't cross our boundaries and our lines. But reconciliation means that there was an offender and there is the offended. And the only way you truly have reconciliation is if the offender acknowledges the offense and the offended forgives the offense. But my point is, when it comes to making this body truly one, and I'm going to tell you at the end why this is so important, making the body of Christ truly one in this context is because of the power that comes from oneness. As all the entities around us are diversifying and reconciling and bringing unity across racial lines, as while all the entities around us are doing it, we're being reactive and we're waiting to see if it really works oftentimes in the church. And yet we're supposed to be the light of the world. Have you ever asked God to search your heart in the context of race